Microphone check. Microphone check. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Tom A.K. Nostradamus. I am the bombist. How is everyone doing this morning? TGIF, mofos. No right Friday, as I like to say in the business. That means don't make any changes. Don't make any changes that might ruin your weekend. That is, if you have weekends off. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about something I'm hitching my wagon to in Bitcoin today. A little excited about. Maybe I'm an idiot for hitching my wagon to it, but I think it's a pretty bullish indicator, and I think it's been pretty proven. Also believe that when it goes down, Bitcoin goes down. It's moving back up. Bitcoin, it's trying. Like it's bottoming it out. Bottoming. Nice word, Tom. I just made a new word. Bottoming. It's bottoming. It's still tough to say. I don't know why. Anyway, we're going to take a look at that. We're going to take a look at the farms a bit. I'm thinking I'm going to claim my rewards in Pancakeswap today. We'll make Friday Pancakeswap. We'll make Monday. We'll be doing Harmony. Just another Harmony. That doesn't work, Tom. Just another Harmony Monday. Just another Matic Monday. That does work. It disappoints me that I'm not involved in more Matic farms because I just love saying just another Matic Monday. If anyone is not familiar with the reference, you're lame. I'm obviously referring to the Bengals song, Just Another Manic. Just another Manic Monday. We'll take a look at the stock markets today. We'll see what's going on. Even though I haven't been doing much, I did have my Tesla covered call come off the board yesterday. I had my Hut covered call come off the board. We can take a look. Tesla, see how Tesla's doing. Maybe I do something else. They got earnings. What do they got? Earnings 10 days, a week from next Monday. Let's hop on over to the desktop, see what we got going on. Let's take a look at the price of Bitcoin really quick. See how it's doing? I woke up, I was a little sad panda. Bitcoin was down. Ooh, is this a little foreshadowing into what I'm talking about? So this Pure multiplier is what I'm talking about for the most part. It follows something else, and we've talked about it quite a bit on the channel. It's moving back up to the sky, to a deluxe apartment in the sky, that is. All right, another inside joke there. So see what's happening. Bitcoin, it's trying to ignite. The good news is, looks like support's holding. If we do fall below these two yellow lines, it's probably not good for the good kids. As you can see, these are basically recent wick lows. We saw the first one May 19th, and it got near it again, getting near it again, and then we had this really bad one that came down to about 28,502. So between 30,000, roughly 30,000, and 28,500. It's kind of a lot of support there. If we dump below that, and not going to be good for the good kids. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we came back close to that today. Looking like a good wick. But I don't know. Is this little Thor hammer thingy a bull sign? I'm not an expert at technical analysis. If it's... So this would be red. I don't know, man. You tell me. I personally think we're going to start heading back up. These yellow lines are a bit of the whack off. As of right now, I'm not really sure it's following any whack off unless it dumps, and it would be another whack off redistribution, I guess, not an accumulation. I'm not really much into all this technical analysis BS that's coming on. I mean, is this a whack off redistribution? Yeah, sure, but I mean, is that just a natural course of the market versus any crazy manipulation? What I'm going to be looking at that leads me to believe that the price of Bitcoin is going to turn around will also explain why this happened. And I don't necessarily know that that can be attributed to just massive amounts of manipulation like the whack off says. Ethereum, It keeps hovering around 1900. Let's see how it do. Ooh, Polkadot. You know, I said something yesterday. It was kind of untrue. I thought I did a video the other day where I said I sold all my Polkadot and I gave a reason, and I was actually pretty surprised that I had like 8 likes on it. The problem was I was looking at it on the iPhone app. When I look at it over on, we can do that really quick. When I look at it over on the desktop, ooh, 754 subscribers. Let's go. Let's hit that like button. Let's hit that subscribe button. No Hype Channel. I do show you how to make money in crypto every day. We do that by buying and holding, accumulating, leveraging, and yield farming. Yield farming is going to become a big focus on this channel. I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity going forward. It is the wild, wild west. You got to be careful. You definitely don't want to get wrapped up in a bunch of degen yield farms. Currently, most of my money is in Pancakeswap. We're going to be looking at today. I got some stuff over in Terra Luna on Anchor and Mirror. Really enjoying that. And over on Harmony One, love me some Harmony One over on Sushi Swap there. I have been doing a little bit of degen farming on Viper Swap. Viper Swap could be a big payout. It could be a big zero. And I'm extremely, extremely excited and looking forward to, as you can see, Sunday Swap was yesterday's video. Go check that out if you want. I'm not going to get too crazy on Sunday Swap because at the end of the day, you do have to worry about, I'm not worried about a permanent loss. I'm worried about loss. So in general, if the market's going down and you have money in those yield farms, I'm still kind of figuring out how it all works. Like, for example, I have a bunch of money in, well, not a bunch. I have money in the Viper Swap Ethereum Viper liquidity pool. I'm not quite sure how the pool works because right now my pool value is going down because crypto is going down. Both Ethereum and Viper goes down. I don't know how that, I want to see how that works out as those prices go back up. I don't know if that's, you know, I know it is my understanding as the price of both assets go up, I think it sells you out of your positions. So again, that's part of the, like one of the nuances I'm still yet to figure out. I do know their Viper is paying incredible interest and yield. I'm much more comfortable. I have about 4,000 over on Pancakeswap. That one's tried, true, tested, battle tested, all that, and they're still paying good yields. Did I say? I said Pancake, and then the other one's Sushi. On Harmony, the yields are coming down on that pretty quick, but I think they'll stabilize at a decent level. I'm going to continue to farm the hell. I'm just going to let those go. I'm going to continue to farm the hell out of Sushi. I'm extremely bullish Sushi and Harmony One, and I'm going to continue to farm Pancake. I'm fairly bullish. I'm definitely bullish Pancake. My biggest concern with Pancake is all the projects on Binance are shit. Like what other than Pancakeswap, what has come out of Binance? It's worth anything. In fact, the one that I said I kind of liked, I think it was yesterday or the day before, they got either exploited or rug pull, and that's Bondly, right? Bondly's going through some shit right now. Some one security analyst said, what did he say? He said this is either a rug pull, a low-key rug pull that they're masking, or like the owner's keys got hacked, right? And I mean, neither one of those are good situations. I followed it on Twitter. They say they're working on it, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I looked at a few other projects on the Pancakeswap. It was just like one piece of garbage after the other. Anyway, what I was talking about, let's see what we got. 2-3 days ago, all out Polkadot. Look at that. 44% likes, 8 likes, 10 dislikes. Hop on over and check that video out. I feel sorry for all the people that just disliked it and moved on, man. There's gonna be a lot of Polkadot content on this channel. I am bullish Polkadot. I can't wait to yield farm on Polkadot. Hey, I sold my Polkadot for a good reason, and guess what? I bought like 90% of it back, so we're still in the Polkadot game. My only mistake there is I didn't wait longer. I paid like $14 or $13 in some sense for my Polkadot. It's on sale even more today. In general, I think everything's on sale. I think it's a good time to be buying, to continue buying. If you're one of the guys and gals, unfortunate people that bought Bitcoin up in this area, I mean, I'm sorry, man. That sucks. That really sucks. I know this is hard times, hopefully, and I know there's some people out there that did. There's plenty of people out there that was probably leverage trading up there, got liquidated, been leverage trading lately, got liquidated. I did a video on leverage trading recently. I talk about it all the time. I say don't do it. You're going to get your face melted. Don't buy things like Market Cipher. It is not going to help you make money. I promise you this. It will be a tremendous waste of money. The way to make money in Bitcoin's buy and hold. Buy and hold until you're right. And right now, I think the time is right to buy it. Look, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But would you rather be buying, like it's, you know the expression, you sell when everyone's buying and you buy when everyone's selling. Right now, not necessarily, everyone's not really selling. They were selling right here. And we're going to take a look at, we're still going to take a look at what I've been talking about in this big bull indicator. Could we go down? Hell yeah, we can go down. But guess what? Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And eventually, you're going to be right in Bitcoin. You're going to be right in cryptocurrency. It's like a 95, 99% chance, IMHO, that Bitcoin will see all-time highs. I don't know if it's going to be this year. I don't know if it's going to be next year. I don't know if we have to wait to the next halving. If we have to wait to the next halving, we have to wait to the next halving. That's 3+ years of you being able to just dollar cost average, and that will be my plan. And buy as much as I can. I'll probably predominantly be buying Ethereum and Cardano and Harmony and Bitcoin, right? But I would say going forward, it's hard to say. I would say Ethereum is probably the safest, best bet on the board. But I'm gonna want to continue to yield farm through all this. There's gonna be opportunity. I want to see how yield farming works in extremely bear markets. It'll be interesting to see. If we're at a bottom, that might be a great time to yield farm, I guess. I don't know. Like, no, I guess that's where impermanent loss is at the most risk, because all impermanent loss means is you could have made more by just holding the token, but at the same time, if there's great projects out there, like I think SundaySwap is going to be, I want to yield farm the shit out of that, because I want to get me some SundaySwap. I want to accumulate some SundaySwap. I'm extremely bullish SundaySwap. I do think it will probably be the premier DEX on Cardano. And I think Cardano has, I mean, obviously Cardano is my biggest position, so I think it's going to have a massive future. Anyway, the thing that's in the title, that's in the thumbnail, what I'm extremely bullish on, and that would be, how do we get back to, I was looking at a bunch of different other metrics on here. All right, let's see if we can, the hash rate, boys and girls, the hash rate. I'm super excited about this. We look at the hash rate, and we look at this at pretty much any time, and it pretty much follows the price of Bitcoin. And what do we see here? Starting July 2nd, it's been moving back up. The price of Bitcoin, let's see where we were July 2nd. So July, June. So it looks like it's lagging a little bit here, but I think it is going to rebound. We got another potential binary event next week. It was talked about pretty heavily at the end of June, and I haven't really heard anyone mention it lately. But it's a bit of a firecracker, wild card event next week, and that would be that Bitcoin event when Jack and Elon are supposed to be talking. I guess that's still happening. I believe that's July 21st. That would be next Wednesday. Who knows what could come of that? But if we look at this hash rate and just kind of look at it over history, we can see like even, we'll just take a few data points. So April 15th, big crash for a week down to April 12th. And we'll even go back and actually, let's go back to October 18th, 2020. What happened there? Anything big? we had a pretty big dip in the hash rate. We went from 144 108, and you can see we're moving back up. So I'm very interested. I think if we can see this get back up above 110 120, which I think is a pretty good chance of happening. I mean, these miners that got kicked out of China, it takes time. They probably had to sell a bunch of their Bitcoin to move their equipment, get new facilities, get things up and running. But they got these machines that can just mine that shit out of Bitcoin. And right now, the Bitcoin algorithm is real easy. So they've got to be highly incentivized to get these back online. If I had Bitcoin miners, I would be looking to get them back online. Do you really think that, I mean, even what's the worst? Like, what? Like, they're at least going to sell them off to some miner somewhere else and at least make that money. And then that miner is going to bring them online. And then, so I saw and I read that forget how much the China Bitcoin hash rate went down. It was quite substantially, I mean, it went down quite a bit. To me, that's another great positive, another great sign for Bitcoin, because that was a big negative. China had a huge part of the hash rate, and all these FUDers said, oh, China's going to 51% attack, or they got too much control. During all this, the United States hash rate has quadrupled. And that's great. That's great news. We got a lot of miners over here. I'm sure they're continuing to add mining equipment. Maybe they did gobble up some of that mining equipment from China on the cheap. Maybe like Riot and Hut and R are looking to have some really good quarters if this turns around. So again, this is a nice big spike up. We hit a low of 86, which is pretty freaking low. Like, this goes back to a year, and that does not look good. So this actually goes back to September 15th of 2019 was the lowest this hit, and we're moving back up to the sky. So here we go. We're moving back up. Like I said, I think this continues to move up. I think this is going to be really good for the good kids. What one was all right, so this one looks pretty good. We had a little dip again yesterday, but it was only a few points, and then we're having a nice spike up. So this is something I'm going to be watching over the weekend. Because this won't update till later. So if this continues to spike up, maybe the price of Bitcoin starts coming with it. And we're seeing, again, like, we're still seeing that it's holding pretty strong around these levels. So what that tells me is, so actually I want to get to this data point right here. So this is on June 8th. Let's take a look at June 8th. What happened June 8th? So where are we at right here? June 15th, June 4th, right around here. So right around June 8th, this was a low. Was that a low, or is that when it started? So that's when it started, and it went down a lot. But for the most part, Bitcoin held pretty good, and it actually went up and then back down, and it's kind of flatlined. But so to me, like, it's kind of finding a bottom regardless of how low Bitcoin got. And I mean, because this was a drastic drop from actually June 3rd to July 3rd. So that was a pretty drastic drop. And you can see June 15th. All right, so June 3rd, there was a pretty drastic drop with it. So June 3rd, the Bitcoin hash rate really started a drastic drop. Let's see if we can get. That is not what I wanted to do. Let's do this. And it was about, come on. It was about a 30% drop. I mean, that's a pretty decent sized drop. The stock market, that would be the end of the world. So that was a pretty big drop starting on June 3rd. We found a little bit of a bounce, and then it continued to really drop bad. So to me, this is another positive sign, because it's kind of breaking what we look at the past. No, even because, again, China kicked out a bunch of miners. So the fact that this continued to crash really hard, what I make of that is Bitcoin, you know, right here, July 3rd, it happened with it. And then I do believe there was a little bounce in it, but it's barely worth mentioning. So there was a little bounce here, barely worth mentioning. June 16th to June 18th. I don't know if that lines up. June 8th, June 13th, a little bit. Let's see, that's the 15th. Again, there could be a little bit of a lag on this. But to me, even though it continued to get really ugly in the Bitcoin hash rate, Bitcoin kind of found a really good support level. So we're continuing to see that even now. It keeps looking like it wants to dump, but it looks like we've got a really good support level. So keeping that all in mind, if I'm wrong on this and Bitcoin does dump, that could happen. You've got to be prepared, mentally prepared for this. And that's why you got to be Hans. How good morning or good afternoon for you, brother. How you doing? So you've got to be prepared. You have to be prepared that it could dump. It could get much, much worse. And you have got to have set yourself up for success. And again, the only way you can have done that is if you didn't invest more than you can afford to lose. You have to be able to afford to lose it. Otherwise, you're not. That's going to kill your other plans. Long-term holding is maybe you have to take it out too early and you're going to have to take it out at a massive loss. And you're not going to be able to hold it to your right. I am not going to enjoy Bitcoin dumping more at all. But I'm going to continue to buy, right? And I might be wrong. I might be wrong for years. I mean, this would be a complete break of the cycle if it happens, and it's possible. And then people will be crying manipulation like a mofo, but maybe it's just mostly how the market's shaking out, the adoption rate. Bitcoin has lost its steam. Google trends are down. I mean, it's not going to take much to turn that around. If the buying starts coming in, I mean, to me, it doesn't make a lot of sense. To me, I think Bitcoin price should be $100,000. I do think Bitcoin's the future. I think Ethereum's the future. And I think many of these DeFi projects are the future. In fact, I'm going to be doing a video to gubernatorial candidate. My message to gubernatorial candidate, meet Kevin. I don't know when I'm going to do it. Maybe tonight, maybe this weekend. That's why you want to hit that like button, why you want to hit that subscribe button. He is running for the governor of my great state of California. I know a lot of you out there hate us left-wingers, or us left-winger wackos, Californians. I really, like right now, Meet Kevin doesn't have my vote. I don't dislike Meet Kevin. I just don't think he's going to be 29 years old trying to be governor of like the 5th biggest economy in the world. Dude, like, get a little experience under your belt, right? Maybe become a alderman or something. Run for sheriff. I don't know. Go be a mayor in some small think town in LA, right? Or be maybe California senator, maybe like that one. Maybe set your house, California house. I don't know, whatever the hell we have. You know, start off small, man. Just jump on. I like some of his ideas, and my message to him will be, hey, bro, you got my vote. And there's going to be some stuff around cryptocurrency that's heavy in that message. Just have a little fun with Meet Kevin, you know. Then my offer's still out there, bro. I'll show you some option stuff that you need to know, man. Like, you should be selling calls right now, brother. I don't know. I forget what put you bought. I don't know what Delta puts you got. But for example, Tesla, go out there and sell you a 16 Delta put. And you know what you do with that? You also sell yourself a 16 Delta call. You have yourself a nice little strangle that you can manage, and it doesn't matter what direction it goes. There's ways to defend against it and eventually be right on it most of the time, and high probability of success. Anyway, enough about me, Kevin. Like I said, as you look at this blockchain, my words today are failing me hard. All right, so we take a look at, let's take a look at April 15th. Now let's go back. Let's just see, February 8th of 21. Yeah, that was around the sticky icky. And then April was after the sticky icky. Oh, that was in 2020 though, not February, huh? So let's go back 1 year. All right, let's take a look at October 16th of 20. huge dip in the Bitcoin hash rate. Let's see what happened to the price of Bitcoin. So what do we got? April 14th, February, January, November. Oh, maybe this one's gonna let me down. Thought it was gonna be for sure. All right, so November, October. Oh, this one. So October 21st of 2020. Oh man, maybe I'm wrong here. All right, so what do we got? October 18th of 20, huge dip. Didn't last very long, so maybe that one is not that much of a deal. Is there any kind of dip there? Let's see. It happened about November, so maybe it lagged behind a little bit, I guess. See what else we got. That was a pretty bad one. So maybe that one lagged, and then we had another dip around the time Bitcoin dipped, and then it was back on like Donkey Kong. We did have a huge dip April 14th. Let's see how that looks. So what do we got? April 14th, huge dip in Bitcoin that goes with that. So it's not 100%. This one, maybe it was lagging behind a little bit by about a month. Maybe the same thing's happening here. So this is about the same time Bitcoin started crashing, May 13th. I would imagine a lot of the miners knew this at the time. They knew it was coming. I bought the dip of the dip, and oh man, I feel you on that, dude. I'm gonna dollar cost average in a little bit more this week. I get paid next week. It's just small amounts now. I'm out of money, bro. I'm so out of money. Like it could be a long 2 or 3 years if this doesn't turn around soon. But I have a pretty decent amount of faith, like high amount, 90% plus amount of faith. So as we can see, May 13th, May 14th is when this really started crashing. Obviously, Bitcoin has not been good since even April. We had a little rebound. Was there any indication in April? Yep, April 14th, Bitcoin and the hash rate crashed. I think this is when China had a power outage, maybe. And then it rebounded. And then, you know, Elon and China, this China hash rate, I think, is really the biggest thing that's affecting the price of Bitcoin right now. I think this hash rate is going to start firing back up. I think there's been some manipulation to accumulate. I don't think it's as rampant as everyone. Who knows, right? Who the hell really knows? So I do think this is going to turn around with the hash rate, unless it starts crashing again. You never know. You never know. But like I said, Bitcoin keeps finding and holding really good support. So we'll have to see. The cycle says the previous cycles say it's not over. I mean, eventually that cycle is going to break. Whether it's this year, the next cycle, the next 4-year cycle, who knows? No one really knows. Again, just keep accumulating. I don't know what your income is. I don't know whether I mean, obviously, if you're watching this video, you're in a cryptocurrency and you're buying it. So I have to assume you have some form of disposable income to buy. My opinion, just keep buying. Not financial advice, just keep buying. Again, don't invest more than you can afford to lose, right? If you're on this channel and you're one of those people that is leverage trading, you've been getting liquidated, hey man, welcome to the club. I've been there, dude. It was mostly in the stock market and futures. I've lost my ass doing that stuff. I am looking forward to what DeFi in general has for us going forward. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of opportunities with yield farming. I'm really excited about that. There are going to be ways to make money in crypto that haven't even been invented yet or haven't even become adopted or popular yet. There's going to be ETF. The ETF is going to be a big catalyst for Bitcoin, and who knows when that's going to come. Maybe that doesn't come till next year. That would be amazing to break this for you, because that's going to cause a pump. I don't know. Thinking back, like, does the cycle make sense? It kind of does, right? And so the next Bitcoin halving is in like 2024, and that is going to be a catalyst. So worst case, that if Bitcoin never recovers, and like I said, I think there's a really high chance there will at least be a relief rally. Whether or not we get a new all-time high, I really can't tell you that. I really can't. But I do think there's going to be a relief rally. It's almost inevitable. And it's really almost inevitable that we see there's just too much greed involved for it not to happen. The big boys, the big whales, there is a lot of big whales that do control even Ethereum, like a big portion of the Ethereum. There is going to be there's almost inevitably going to be that end cycle where Bitcoin's dumping and then we have another altcoin season. Ethereum is pumping. Maybe that already happened. I doubt it because it wasn't that much of a pump, but it's possible, right? May 14th is when Bitcoin started dumping. It started dumping heavily. Let's see what Ethereum did. Ethereum started dumping pretty much at the same time, though, right? I mean, it kind of held, but it never went up. So like I said, I think Bitcoin will start dumping and Ethereum will start pumping. So to me, that is going to be the telltale sign. And again, I could be wrong. That's going to be the telltale sign that the bull run is over. I mean, really, truly over. The bull, again, we've only had like 3 or 4 bull runs, right? So that cycle could change, but there's just too much greed involved for that not to happen. Anyway, I'm not going to wax on too much more about that. Let's hop over to Pancakeswap. Let's have a little fun on some DeFi. All right, so Pancakeswap, where are we at? Right here, baby. All right, am I on the right wallet? I am not. Let's hop on over to just another Matic Monday. I kid, but that is what we are on right now. We need to head over to the Binance Smart Chain. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. All right, so over in the farm, I've got 1.66 cake. Oh, so this pool was down to 3,900. So that kind of gives me an indication what I was talking about earlier. I believe I put $4,400 into this pool. Let's take a look. And I've seen that somewhat go up and go down. So I put 4,400 in. This morning, this was at 3,900. I don't know. So I think, again, I'm still figuring some of this out. This is a Cake BNB pool. It's equal amounts of Cake BNB. I do know if one asset goes up and the other one stays steady or goes down, this asset buys more of this because the pool has to stay steady. I believe if both assets go up, I don't know if you retain that value or not, right? I don't know, or at what point or how high. I'm not sure. I don't know that if you take your money out of the pool, you can never really get more than what you put in. Honestly, I don't know. And at the same time, if both assets go down, I don't know how that affects it all either. So that's part of what I'm still trying to understand. I do know that this, ooh, snap, son. This pool was at like 55% the other day. And this pool's been around a long time. So it's up to 65% today. I'm pretty excited about that. Like I said, I think this is Pancakeswap. This BNB in general, this BNB Cake pool is one of the safer. It's basically the house smart chain and the house token. This is the second or third largest DEX on the planet, on the second biggest smart chain on the planet. There's a bright future for it. I got a small amount over there, and I'm just going to let it run. Earn 54% a year. So, I mean, at that rate, I should make my money back in 2 years, which is incredible. Plus, and that's just at Cake being at current values. If Cake goes to the moon in the next 3 to 4 years, hopefully I have a huge bag of cake that I earn for free. You know, that passive income that we've been talking about. Again, I'm trying to build a massive passive income empire over on cryptocurrency through staking and yield farming and whatever else becomes out of DeFi. Tomas in the house. Moon will happen. I don't know about a moon. Man, go plug Bitcoin, crypto, whatever into YouTube. You got a million assholes with a million opinions, and none of them know shit. And I'm just right there with them, man. Personally, I think I still stand by my prediction that Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin will hit between 120 and 150,000. I don't know how long lived it'll be. We're gonna need it, and it doesn't take much for Bitcoin to turn around. Even right now, everyone's extremely bullish again. Every freaking video is like, oh, Bitcoin's going to 19,000. Bitcoin's being dumped. Bitcoin's being manipulated. Don't be fooled. Blah blah blah. Get some new freaking content, people. At the end of it, and that's why I'm trying to. I want a different community over here. I want a community, and I don't. It doesn't need to be a million people. Of like, we don't care, dude. We're accumulating. We're buying. We're holding. Bad times, good times, and we're gonna yield farm, and we're gonna stake, and we're gonna earn. And the cheaper it gets, the more we're gonna buy. We're gonna start mowing lawns. We're gonna start delivering Uber Eats. We're gonna get what was that in living color? I got that's another message because I can't even do the Jamaican accent. I got 13 jobs, Mom. Meet Kevin, bro. What's up with your English accent that you break into a lot? I don't get it. It's weird. Anyway, yeah, we're just gonna accumulate the shit out of it, and guess what? It might suck, but if you have the faith, we all know it's gonna turn around, and it gives you an opportunity to really. I mean, that's where the life-changing wealth comes. When you believe in it and you buy the shit out of it when it's cheap. And if the cheaper it gets, the more you buy. It's hard. It's freaking hard. I'm on my last few shekels, if we're being honest, right? But I get paid every 2 weeks. I got my expenses under control. I would say about half of my monthly income covers the bills pretty easily. Probably doesn't even take half of my income, and the rest of it I mostly just continue to buy. I don't go out and buy cases of beer. I got nothing against that. I actually have celiac disease and type 2 diabetes. Otherwise I'd be drinking the shit out of beer right now. And I don't buy the Coors Light. I'd be buying the shit that costs $9 a six-pack, right? So silver lining, I'm not wasting couple $100 a month on beer. Instead, I'm putting it in. There might be another thing that's legal in California, but $50 lasts you a long time, especially when you're a lightweight. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I watch my expenses, and I whenever I have free cash, I just ship it on over to Binance at minimum, even if it's just cash ready to buy. I mean, I wanted to buy more today. Polkadot was at like $1. I'm not Polkadot. Cardano. I don't even have Cardano up. Cardano was at like $1.12 today, and that just screamed buy me. And I did want to buy some more because I want more. I want more Cardano for. Why does it not have my Kraken one? All right, we'll just do. Why does this thing hate Kraken so much lately? Because that no, that's it. So my Kraken one has the lines. That's the only reason I'm looking for that. The lines, they always touch the lines. Buy my course down below. You know how you can buy my course? Hit the freaking like button. Everything's free 90 free over here. Free 90 freaking free. So Cardano 88 hit a low. Oh, it was only $1.15. I could have sworn I saw it for like $1.12. Either way, are you kidding me? Yeah, man. Tell you what, if Cardano goes below $1, I might even consider doing something crazy like putting it on a credit. I'm kidding. Don't do credit cards. You're going to pay out your ass in cash advance fees. But I'm really looking forward to doing. And I'm not going to. I'd mentioned that I was going to go pretty ham on Sunday Swap, like 10 or 20,000. Maybe 10,000. I don't know. You are putting stuff at risk, especially the permanent loss, right? So if I'm thinking I'll probably be YOLOing into a Cardano Sunday Swap farm because it's going to be the house token. Probably going to pay pretty good interest, but you are at risk at loss, permanent loss, especially if the Sunday token flops. It is a rug pull, which I seriously doubt, or they get exploited. Like Bondly, man. Bondly been around for a while. Oh, speaking of Bondly, you know what else I was looking at and I talked about yesterday? Maybe we'll have to do a special video for this. Pop-up video. I don't know when it could come. You see, again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe because I am foolishly, we're going to get back to Pancakeswap, I promise. So I am foolishly wanting to buy this token. I to the point, like, I'm tempted to do it just right now because you can connect your Coinbase cold wallet to Uniswap. Ooh, it was at 112 this morning. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we get a little crazy. Crazy on stream, you know what I'm saying? You head over to Uniswap. Let's see, it's been a minute since I've done this. We're going to connect my wallet. We're going to connect Coinbase. All right, it sees my Ethereum. Ooh, what pools do we have over here? I don't know if they have pools right now. I think they're coming back. And so what is it? Arbitrum and the layer 2 solutions, and I think V3 or V4 Uniswap are coming soon. There's going to be a lot of opportunity there. The fees, another catalyst, the EIP 1559. Again, I'm much more, right now, it's hard, dude. It's really hard. Comparing Bitcoin to Ethereum, which is better, dude, it's like comparing Michael Jordan and LeBron James, or apples to oranges, or you see what I'm saying? They're two completely different things. They both have great pros and some cons. It's a diversification. Obviously they're almost inevitably both going to be successful for different reasons, no matter what the FUD says. All right, let's go to swap. I will probably have to import the token. So let's see, million. Via CoinGecko. It says import, but I'm gonna grab it just to be super safe. Let's see. So you come over here, because you got to be careful when you import a token into any of these dexes, because anyone could come in and say that they're your token and just take your money, right? So typically, or generally speaking, grabbing it from CoinGecko is pretty safe in the grand scheme of things. So let's come over here and then you select a token, and then you can do that, and it's probably the same one. Unknown source, import. So let's see, how many? So that'll buy me 5.7. I'm obviously not going to do that. Let's do 0.05. How much is 95? So I need a little bit more. 7.5. Nope, let's do 0.06. You need a way to do this in dollar. Oh wait, maybe I can just go like that. Duh. There we go. I want 1.05. Just to have a little bit more than one. So that will cost me $125. Let's see. Liquidity fee 0.0001975 ETH. Slippage tolerance 5%. Let's see. I don't know that I want to change that. 20 minutes. I don't know what the gas fee is. Does it tell you that? I don't know what the gas fee. There's a way to look, right? How much the gas fees are right now. Etherscan. I mean, one way I can kind of see $1.64. That's pretty freaking good. You know what? YOLO, boys and girls. Confirm swap. All right, so it tells me route, price impact, maximum cent. Guess who is going to be the proud owner of 1 million coin? 1 million coin. It's probably the dumbest purchase I've ever made in my life. Like, you haven't made dumb purchases before. Come on. Maybe it's the greatest purchase in my life. Maybe it's inevitable that the million coin will be $1 million. There's only 1 million coins. 1 million coins. That's 1/18 the size of Bitcoin. So yeah, the million coin's probably not going to be $1 million, even with all that being said. I'm a little fun on channel, right? What's the worst that can happen? I lose $105 or whatever that was. Or I'm sorry, $125. Worst things can happen. Anyway, back to Pancakeswap. Sidetracks, tangents. I'm sorry, that's what you get on this channel. All right. So the farm, I got 1.661 cake ready to get. I did I did harvest this on Monday. So I'm earning 4 days, right? Like $5 a day. This is going to go up over time, man. Maybe we add to the pool. We get other sources of passive income going. $21 in 4 days, or actually at $22. And this is at Cake at current prices. Obviously, if Cake goes down, that's not good. But I think Cake is going to go up long term. So I think this passive income, when it's down, I earn more Cake. And then when it goes back up, all that extra Cake I earn is worth a lot more money, right? So you got to have long-term vision on this shit. I'm going to harvest it. There is a very, very minimal fee, 0.001 BNB. You always got to have BNB in your wallet when you're doing this stuff. I have enough to get me by for a little while. If I run out, guess what? I got a Binance account, so we just add to it. All right, 32 transactions confirmed. That's probably going to show up my wallet. Cake earnings have been sent to your wallet. We can hop over to the wallet. That cost me barely nothing in BNB. My assets, we're going to have a little Cake. I love me some Cake, 1.6804 whatever, 5 Cake. We're going to head up over to the syrup pool. And this is where it really gets exciting. I'm earning 96.69. So it would I don't know. There's probably an optimization formula out there on how often you should harvest your Cake and put it into the Cake pool. Because when it's not in the Cake pool, you're not earning more Cake on your syrup. So you can take your Cake, you can stake your Cake. I have $20 staked. We're about to add $22 more. We're going to max that bitch up. Oh, no, I hit the wrong button. I did not want to get Cake. All right, so we're going to confirm. Another small transaction fee. What is 0.00? I don't know, maybe $1 or something. All right, so you probably don't want, unless you're like 100,000 in the pool, right? Then it's probably definitely would behoove you to maybe even harvest your Cake more than once a day. All right, so now this is in the pool. I got $42 earning 96% interest. Doesn't seem like a lot, but that's going to compound over time. And the cool thing about, I'm in the auto Cake pool. I discussed this, I believe, yesterday. It automatically harvests the Cake for you and keeps re-adding it to the pool. So we're at $42.65. Obviously, that changes based on the price of Cake. We got 3.224. I should take a screenshot of this so I'll probably lose the screenshot by this time next week, but we can kind of see how much that goes up over time. I'm going to have some, and that'll be my plan, man. I'm going to have solid yield farming going on and building up over time, right? This is a hustle. This is a grind. It's going to take time to build up. Like, I don't know, when I started off, it was just checkbooks and savings accounts for the most part. Back in the young days, you actually had to balance your checkbook with a pen and whiteout, right? And you trying to get those sexy savings account interest and build up your savings in a savings account, right? Times have changed. Now we're building up tasty, highly nice APYs and APRs and build them up over time. I do believe if you're in the good pools, you don't follow too much down these degen pool rabbit holes. I do think there is an opportunity if you like to YOLO. You can go get in some deep, but you got to be like quick, man, because a lot of them are Ponzi schemes. You gotta hop in and just like yield farm your nuts off for like 24.40. You got to be the first. You know, these pyramids. You got to be in first. You got to grab that house token, you got to swap it into cash, and you got to be one of the first ones out. That's not a game I want to play, man. That's not a game I want to play. But SushiSwap, Uniswap, SushiSwap's on multiple platforms. We got the Gravity Dex on Cosmos coming. That one can be really interesting. There was something else about Cosmos I was seeing that's really interesting. Plus the fact that it is going to be tied into Terra Luna. Terra Luna is a partnership with Harmony. So I would imagine SushiSwap is going to spread its wings among those other ones too. So there's going to be a lot of exciting stuff in DeFi. And again, Sunday swap on Cardano I'm really excited about, and we'll have to see what comes with Polkadot. I'm really excited about that one too. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I really appreciate everyone that came by today. Really appreciate everyone that hit the like buttons, which looks like is no one right now. Come on, guys and gals, let's hit those like buttons. Like I said, I might be doing some live streams this weekend because I'm really having a lot of fun with this DeFi farming this weekend. I also plan to possibly get Discord up and running. Be sure to join the Telegram at Nostradamus. Come over there and hang out with me. I'm starting to learn and have fun with Telegram. I got the desktop application going, and I also have plans to work on my Harmony 1 validator and possibly putting together and playing around with some tax software that I'm playing around with, and or making a custom spreadsheet, because you gotta pay your taxes, boys and girls. And I'll tell you what, this yield farming, it starts making that a little bit of a headache. Anyway, I love you all. I will catch you on the flip side, and peace.